All right, today we're gonna go over the 3 robot vacuums here. We're gonna go over the cleaning aspect, showing off the dustbin, showing off the water bin, showing off what you have to do in order to maintain and clean all these different robot vacuums. I have the eufy E25, I have the eufy C10, and then I have the iRobot 105. So let's get straight into it. We'll start with the iRobot here. So you take out the dustbin by clicking the 2 buttons there, and then you open it up here. You can see I have a little bit of dust in here already. And if you want to remove the air filter, which you probably have to do, like at least this pre-filter, you will have to clean like maybe weekly, but the actual filter inside, you won't have to clean or empty or replace this probably like for a few months. So this is going to last you quite a while. But as you can see, the pre-filter here is going to be, be clunked up with a lot of the bigger debris. That's its job. It's supposed to filter out all the big debris. Small debris is for this, so you don't have the big stuff getting clunked into the air filter here. So just press that and there you go. Now to clean the brush, very easy. You unclick the 2 here. You see all this area. It's pretty simple to clean. You just basically take that off. It is super easy to take off. The brushes here are really soft, and so you can have your scissors come in between these grooves to cut all the hair or any debris you gotta clean off right here. So pretty simple overall. Next we have the eufy C10. So same thing, you press the 2 buttons here and then you can unlock the dustbin right in here. So how you take it out is this button or latch right here. Click it, and again, same thing, this is where the air filter sits. So this, you gotta take out the whole thing in order to dump this, but obviously you have the station that automatically sucks out the dust, so you don't have to do this at all even. That's why they don't make it so you can open the whole thing on top, because you really don't need to. No one really buys this with the dog expecting it to empty manually, unless something gets stuck in there, right? Or you need to change out the air filter, which is you just pull here and then you empty it out. Again, has a pre-filter. Pre-filters are very, very important. You don't want to get shorten your air filter's lifespan without a pre-filter. So that is very essential. Again, taking out the brush is very simple. The 2 latches right in here. Take it off and you can get this to clean over the sink, or you can take this off to clean. So even though the eufy and the iRobot are 2 different brands, their brushes are basically the same. The brush feels just as soft as the Roborock. You notice the only thing different is that they don't have the grooves in the hard floor section of this brush, because some people prefer it, some people don't, because when you don't have it, the hair detangles evenly throughout the brush, but when you do have it, the hairs get clumped right into those grooves, so you can cut it easily. But sometimes it might be too hard to cut, so it's just kind of a preference thing on what you like. So there's not too big of a real world impact. But not only that, when you open it up, you can see these, I don't know if you can see, there are spikes right in here. This is meant to catch the hairs. So every time the brush spins, it's going to get stuck in between the hairs, in between the spikes, I mean, and it's going to get sucked into the vacuum. So this is less likely to be tangled with hair compared to the iRobot because of this. Next, we have the eufy E25. So just pull on this latch, and this is where you see the open right here. You open this up. This is where you reveal the air filter. See how much bigger it is compared to the 2 models, because this is a lot more expensive compared to the 2 other models. You can see, take off the air filter and the latch right in here, you see. And that's how you take off the whole thing. So in case you do want to come in here to really give it a good wipe down to get something that's clogged up, you can do so on this one versus the other ones which you cannot do. So pretty convenient and pretty useful here. Down here, it is a little bit different. So even though you do take off this the same way, you notice there is 2 heads here. So this is going to be a little bit tricky. You gotta pull one out first and then you pull the other one. But the main difference is that you can't actually pull these things all the way out. The furthest it comes out is all the way out here, which again, you notice you have a little bit of teeth, spikes in here for hair detangle, so this is going to be great for detangling hair. But why they don't give you fully out of here to begin with is you don't really need to have this whole thing come out. A lot of the times I find that a lot of people get confused on how they put it back, because a lot of even the previous Roborocks, they have have a specific way to put back the brush. If you don't really know it, it's a little bit tricky. So this one, because it's always attached, you can still clean the whole thing. You can still cut the hairs if hairs get stuck in here, but you just very easily push it back. Very simple. You're never gonna have trouble putting it back in. So how you take off this brush is you come onto the front, you click this button, which launches the water tank out, and now you can come under here, and usually it pops out when it's on, but there's a red switch that you can click in there, and then you can grab this whole thing and slide it out. This whole thing comes out, so you can bring this over the sink and clean this very, very easily. Lastly, to go over the cleaning and maintenance of the stations, this is very simple. Open it up. You have the bag here. You just empty it. It comes with a little neat brush, which has a little blade here that you can cut the hairs on the brush with. So pretty convenient. Same thing with the eufy here. So you just open the cover, and then the filter bag is right there for you to empty. Very simple, very easy. This one is a little bit complicated, but a lot less maintenance for you. Open it up, same thing, you see the dust bag. You can get here, this is the water tank for the clean water, and the underside is the dirty water tank, which is slightly bigger than the clean water tank. And when you go into the bottom, you can lift this up, go over the sink, and then clean it just like that. Super simple.